The biggest update at Beachfront Media is that we've really focused on building out tech solutions for enabling automation of video advertising across all endpoints, meaning not just digital and IP based, but also set-top box and legacy TV based. So it's really at this intersection of both TV advertising and digital advertising where we feel like there's the biggest change going on, and we're right in the middle of it.
So tell us about your customer base and your business.
Sure. So we work with publishers mainly. So we're still more of a supply side technology. But the biggest thing that's changed over the last year is there's been a real focus on transparency in the supply chain. Right. So folks like us have responded with that, being a lot more transparent on things like take rates and what is actually being transacted, what's actually going to the publisher. Because at the end of the day, like our biggest clients are the publishers. We want to make sure they're getting their fair share of the media spend. So the biggest thing I think in the trend going forward is becoming more and more transparent on this transaction. So it's, at the end of the day, programmatic becomes like a transaction, and there's people in the middle, and we're just enabling. We just have technology that enables that transaction to happen in a way that's addressable or based off of some form of data, like the currency of digital, as they say. Hopefully that currency will be able to go over into the legacy set-top box space as well.
What is your thought about identity, what identity means for you and how it powers your business and how that's constructed?
Yeah, so as Beachfront, we're agnostic to different identity providers. What we want to do is enable publishers to transact on whatever identity solution they want to use. So whether that be their own first-party data, whether that be a integration that they want with people like LiveRamp or Experian. So we want to enable that, right? So we want to build those integrations and technology so they can put that data out there for buyers, either in the bid stream or directly through a deal they may have. So I think in terms of identity, where a lot of the ad tech people on the media delivery side sit is more about enablement. Right, so we want to enable all that first-party data. So as we sort of transition away from a world where everything's third-party data, that should just be like a layer on going forward. It should be more about first-party data, enabling publishers to directly transact with the brands on the data that they have. I love that the Relevance Conference is really a big theme of it is focused on like privacy and what's going on in the privacy world, and trying to the tide rises all boats, hopefully. So I was talking to Kirk about that. Is like, he invited a lot of different people in the industry. So what we need is this industry to sort of back these common privacy standards and get behind them. Otherwise, someone else will set them for us, right? So I think that's a really positive development, especially as we're talking about identity and data. As it gets more personal to people and they start to understand it more, what we hope is that everyone can sort of be at the forefront of what's going on technology-wise around data. So I think that's really positive. And then, of course, the other big thing is, TV. You can't go anywhere without someone talking about TV advertising, whether it be addressable, whether it be some of the set-top box legacy enablement that we're doing, or OTT. Everything seems to be focused on TV and TV advertising, reach consumers, whether it be a direct-to-consumer brand, a traditional brand. People want to reach consumers on the big screen or the small screen or wherever they're watching that premium content, they want to reach it.
Frank, finally, when we get together a year from now, where do you hope Beachfront is? What's the path ahead?
Yeah, so our biggest goal, what we're hoping is we reach a significant number of households. I can't give you an exact number right now, but we want to be at a huge scale on the set-top box side with the number of households. As well as, of course, our traditional, well, we're calling it traditional IP-based, which is OTT, those households, so we can reach scale for our advertisers. And of course, from a publisher side, our biggest thing is transparency. Like, how can we transact in a very transparent manner so that we're not seen as just a middleman, we're a value add technology provider.